Okay. Hi guys, good afternoon. Today we are going to start with Java programming. So along with the structure is here. So we will also guide us if there is any problem. Okay. Basically, some guys wants to convert their job profile from manual to automation. So here the thing is that I want to help you guys to move from manual to automation. So the intention of this session is from the scratch we are going to start. So it's not about you can even know Java or some basics of Java or core Java. So they can listen if you want to ask any questions, you can ask. Also, if you want to brush up your concepts, yes, you can also do that. Right. So first of all, the main about the Java is it's an object-oriented programming language. Right. So this is object-oriented programming. So everything will be considered as class and objects. Okay. First of all, this is really important. You should know about it. Anyway, in programmatically, we will learn more about this in future. So, what we can do is, but let us start with very basic things like we will start with what is variable. So that is very very important. Okay. So that variables are very important when you want to store something inside it. It's like a pot you want to store the water, right? Then only you can able to use it. Right? So where we are going to use variables. If you want to store anything, you need some storage area, right? So that's what we are going to use those variables and all. So I will start with um, I will start with the basic thing, how to create a project in Eclipse. Then we will start with the demo. Guys, don't do anything, don't scribble anything inside monitor because that's not looks good. Please. Okay, so what we are going to do is we are going to create one project, right? So when you open, when you have last week, still the voice is problem.
Voice is echoing actually.
Okay, but I corrected it, but I don't know why it's still giving this problem because before starting this system, I corrected the things and all. Mm, last week also we had the same problem, right? Echoing.
Yes, yes.
Okay. But able to hear or you need to do something before? Okay.
Like we are getting lot of echo. Like a few words we are not able to hear. It's echoing.
Okay. Then I'll do one thing. I will connect from my mobile for audio. Then we will Bluetooth it so that I think you can able to hear. Give me one second. I will back. Be there. I will connect from my mobile so that you can able to hear.
Sure, yeah. Thank you.
Yeah.
Uh, is this clear now?
Yes.
Yeah.
It's better?
Yeah, better, Shiva.
Okay. We'll go ahead now. Okay. Okay. So I'll start with Eclipse. So anyhow, last week I have shared the link where you want to download the Eclipse. Once you have downloaded, yes, it's ready for working. You can able to use now. When you are launching the Eclipse, it will ask for the workspace, you can select anywhere in your system. For example, you want to give any area like E drive or H drive. You can create any folder here. For example, if I want to give here, I can create a new folder inside. I can give the name of workspace, right? Then I can select it. Then I can launch it. So now that space is selected as a workspace. So whenever you want to store anything inside, it will store over there. Okay. So it will launch it now. When you launch the Eclipse, it will look like this. Based on your system connectivity, it will take some time. So I don't know, for me it's taking a lot of time. Okay, so here we'll give some time for loading this Eclipse. So the variable, I said the variable we are going to use it for storing, right? For example, if you want to store A equal to 10, or if you want to give B equal to 5, or if you want to give C. So sometimes, so if you want to store any value, you can able to give C equal to A plus 10. So here the problem is you need to give the type of your variable, right? So here I have stored all our the integer type, right? So integer type or whole number, we can say like that. So you need to declare first, then only you can able to use it. Declare in the sense, yeah, that time we are going for data types. Okay, so when you say data types, there will be more. Last week I have shown you integer, string, and we can say float, long, double. So lot of data types are there. So here this integer we use to store the whole numbers. If you want to store single character, you can go for the character type. If you want to save your name or that the string your input is very long, you can able go for string. But again, there are a lot of options are there when you want to store string, buffer, reader, string reader. Many things are there. We will learn in future. We will see now basic types so that we can able to learn it. It will be very helpful to you. So when you have launching the Eclipse, it will give you the screen like this. So it will be shows like this, and this is a welcome screen. No worry about it. You just close it. So it will give you the screen like this. So now I want to create one new project, right? So here just you can do something like this so that you can able to see your screen. So I want to create new project. If it start comes also, you can go file, then click new, then go for the Java project. So now it will give you this window. When you give like this, you can give, I'm going to give it demo and click on next. So here, no need to worry about it because last week we have installed JDK, right? So it will take automatically. So no worry about it. Then you can click for finish. It will create one project for work. Ask you to demo module. I don't finish. So now we create one fresh project for you to go. So now this is the folder. If you see, there will be SRC folder because it's a source folder where we are going to store. I said it's an object-oriented programming language, and which is going to have the important part is classes and object, right? So here, what they have done is there's a concept called package. So it will comes here only because before creating the class, I want to explain what is package, because we are going to store all the classes inside the package. So package in the sense it's a collection of classes. So here inside the package, we are going to store all the classes, right? So we need to create the package, because it will be very helpful when you know about package, because when you start with when you're going to work with a framework or very big project, they will segregate with the packages. They will give some meaningful name so that you will easily identify what's a package, what we are going to do inside the package, right? So the package is a collection of classes. We need to create the package first. So if you see here, right click on the source folder, right click, then new, then you can create the package. So it is very important before starting with the creating the Java files like class files, right? So here I will give a demo. Then let me finish it. So here inside the package, you are going to create your classes. You can have any number of classes, right? So you can right click, then new, then you can give class. So here in Java, we used to have some format, how the class looks like. See, if you see here in the package, I have given all the small letters because it's a common format we are following. So all the characters should be small. Yeah, Akshay.
Actually, many people are waiting to join this meeting. This is what I got to know, but they are not able to join. So, is there
Okay.
any option for you to allow them?
Yeah, that's what. Whenever I'm getting that request, I'm just adding them.
I will inform them again to join the meeting.
Yeah. So otherwise, is there any option to join automatically? Usually we will do it, right?
Yeah, Shiva, but I'm not sure why they are not able to join this time.
Yeah. They can join online also if they don't have meeting invite. That's what I have given password also, so that they can able to join very easily.
I
By
think no
meeting
need to
ID.
give password and all. As soon as you click on the link, it will get in.
Yeah, that's what.
So-
Maybe they may have some issues, I think.
So by link it is not navigated. By using meeting ID and password it can be logged in.
Okay, so let me do. I will copy one more time and share it. So here there is a link, right? I will share it in the group. Okay, so okay, let me continue because we have only half an hour. Let them join now. Otherwise, anyhow, we will share this video in YouTube, Akshay, so that they can go through it and they can continue from tomorrow. I think they can able to join now.
Yes, yes.
Okay, so see, basically, we will follow some naming conventions, like it should follow the camel case, right? So what we will do is, when you create the package, it should be all our small characters, and when you give the class name, it should start with the capital letter, right? So I'll give some demo class, because demo class, then I'll admit all. So you can finish it off. So it will give you the class which does not have the main method. Okay, so basically it will comes with the some structure, because I have not selected public static void main string arguments, because I want to write in front of you, because when you are going to practice, you type it your own, so that you should get practice without Eclipse. Then only that the coding will be more it's very easy. right? So this is what you will get. You will get it here, package demo, because the class is there inside the demo package, right? So whenever you create the class, it should inside the package. Then I said the class and class name, because I told it's object oriented programming, and the class name it should comes after the class, and this public is the visibility mode, or you can say access specifier, which means the class is public, which means I can able to access this class from anywhere inside the project, right? This is what that meaning of public. Also, there is one more important thing. The class name and file name should be similar. Then only it can able to identify the class, right? So you should be very careful when you are creating the class. So the class name and the file name and the class name should be similar. This is very, very important, because otherwise you can be able to write the program, but you cannot compile and execute it. It will say that file name and the class name is different. So you should be very careful when you're writing this. Okay. So within this, we cannot do anything, because it requires one main method to execute it, right? So here I need to write one main method. I will write, then I will explain it. Public static void main. So here you need to write string arguments. Okay, so this is what your main method actually. So this is a normal method, void main. So in this, a lot of concepts are there: overload, override. So these things we will see later. Let us comes with the main point. So when there is a class with the public, that class alone can have the main method. This is what we need to understand this. So when the class having public, then that class can have main method. Also, there is only one class can have the public class. Public class, right? So this is the class name and this is the main method. So I will explain this part later, because if I start explain static, you will get confused. And you can consider this is just main method. Inside the main method, we need to write the code. For example, if I want to write a hello world program, so for example here if I write system dot out dot so if I write here hello world, guys, ICU Medical Selling hiring automation. I think slowly I'm getting calls. I'm not trying now, but still I'm getting calls. I think if anybody wants to move a job, you can start trying now. So if I write hello world, because that COVID relaxations are happening, so you can start learn and searching. That's the right time now. So if I write hello world, this is my hello world program for the Java, right? So if you right click and run as Java application, right? So you can right click anywhere and you can click on run as, then you can click Java application. It will execute it, your program. So in the console, you will get the hello world. Still, I will explain the system.out.println later, because I don't want to confuse you now. So I think we have only 9 minutes 52 seconds. Guys, please join again once it completes, right? So when you execute it, you will get the hello world. Okay, so here you may have some doubts, right? This is the class, right? So if we want to declare the variable, that's what I have told you here. We are going to see the variables now, right? So if you come here and if you write in a comma b, which means I said int is a data type. You should, before using any variable, you should declare it. See, I will remove this. And if I write here a equal to 10, system will not understand, because you should say whether the a from what kind of data type. You can say int a. Now this can be I think you should not declare over here. When you want to use, if you want to declare here, you should have object to access it. So here I can declare int a equal to 10. Otherwise, if you declare int a, and again it will give you the problem, because variable should be unique, and you can remove it. Now you can, and again you need to declare the same type again and again. So if you say a comma b comma c comma d, you can declare any number of variables. Right? So I can write c equal to 10. I say b equal to 10. Then I can write a equal to c equal to a plus b. So now a and b variables are added. Then b here print to c. Right? So now it's I'm just focusing on variable now. It's all our integer variable, and I'm just adding. So again, if you execute this, you will get 15 in the console. So the first it will print hello world, then it will print the 10 plus 10, 20, we will get 20. Okay. So again, you may think that, okay, now I want to print this variable along with some string. How I can print like that? You need to write double quotes. Inside, you can write result is. Okay. Result is. Then you can click plus. Okay. So now what will happen? So A and B will be added over here. Then that value will be stored in the C variable. Then it will print. So you can right click, then run as, then Java application. So it will print. Now the result is 15. So now you can ask. Now you may have some question like plus. So the problem with Java is you cannot display along with string with C. So you have one concatenation, right? Concatenation operator. So this plus will concatenate this string with this string. And if you remove this plus, what will happen? It will throw the error because it cannot identify, right? So you can use plus operator to print this. Right? So this is what the Hello World program. So we will see some. If you want to store some string variable, so we can declare string as a data type. Then we can use so here. You can say name. If I say name equal to, if I say name equal to Siva. I think my internet connection is little poor. So the name having that Siva will be stored inside the name variable, and if you want to print, you can give the name. Right? So again, if you want to concatenate with that value, for example, you can say name is okay. So if I say name. So now the name along with the that variable value will be printed. Okay. Okay. So the name is it's printing Shiva. The effect is 20, and I'm printing hello world. So guys, this is what about string. If you want to store single character, so you can declare the tar cat then ch, or you can give any variable. So now the single character can store maximum of 2 characters. So if I say X, okay. So now this character is holding the value of H, right? So if you print this the single character is then you can see. So now this H will be displayed over here. Okay. So now this is what you need to work with single character, but here one thing will be there. So if I convert I think it's not okay. I will explain this concept later because the single character can be taken by ASCII value because every value having its own ASCII values. So I will come to this point later. Okay. So this is what a single character will be. If you want to store float variable, float, you can have some 1.56 years. Float variable. So every float variable should be ends with this f because otherwise the system will not identify. So you need to declare like this so that declare as a float variable. So the value is, and you can say f. These are very basic things when you want to enter the programming. So these are the data types. So integer, character, float. So this is enough as of now, right? So these are the small data types. So next we will discuss about operators because the operator is the second portion. It's very important of the data types of any operator. So you heard about most of the time you hear about these arithmetic operators, relational operator. Guys, we have only less than 1 minute. If it got disconnected, you can join again. Logical operator. Conditional operator. So these are the important operators. So some big operators are good, but that's not required. These are the some important operators. We will discuss about it. So you explore more some other operators like bitwise operator is there. Some